What's up, guys? So I got a little update on Betty the Cavalier. As you see, everything was gutted. I think I showed that in the, well, I did show that in the update video last one. I got my tires that were on the turd, and I kind of have a deal going with a buddy of mine. So these are probably going to be mounted on, well, they have to be mounted on different rims. So we're going to get to that at some point. Actually, the deal that was on the last update for the turd and kind of a little car update, that blue Cavalier that I bought and I'm selling to my buddy, I actually am getting a bunch of parts off of it. We kind of worked out a new deal, and I'm getting the radiator, I'm getting the original wheels and tires, which were like aluminum ones, and really nice new tires. And what else was I getting off of that stupid car? That we had a money deal, which that's involved. I'm not gonna explain that one, but basically I'm getting some parts, and some of the wheels that I'm buying off of, the wheels that came off of that car, I'm actually gonna sell to a different buddy, or kind of trade. Actually, the buddy that's helping me build this car, and we're going to make a deal on that, and I might have some better rims and even maybe some other better tires. So that's kind of in the works. But like I said, there's a little plan for this, and I did get that steering wheel welded up. And go to the other side. I did get that steering wheel welded up. It does work. I actually really like the steering wheel after driving it a little bit. There you go. Quick disconnect. I finally Loctited these, and just driving this literally from where it was last parked to here. This is a 12-inch steering wheel. I think I got this one off eBay. This little Quick Connect I got off of Jegs, and I actually really like this small steering wheel. I mean, you might have to turn it a bunch more times, but it's so small, the radius is so small, you can do it really quickly. So I'm really happy about that, actually. I don't know if do I have the keys on me for this thing? Oh no. Ouch. No, not in this key set. Hold on. I think I do have it. Yep, alright. I did indeed put the E3 spark plugs in this, and I was just told that's, you know, what you do with these motors. Really like it, especially if you're running them high RPMs. It really doesn't sound much different than the original plugs that were in it, but again, those original plugs were really weird. But this does run pretty good now. I mean, it did before, but I'll start it up here. So yeah, it runs pretty dang good now. The throttle response on this is so much different than anything I've driven. The thing's like instant. So it runs good. It runs better, I think. I don't know, not much different, but it smells cleaner. Even though I took the O2 sensor off of it because I needed to with the stupid exhaust, but so I guess we'll get to the build plan for this. I'm not sure if I'll get any of it on video. the buddy of mine that that's helping me build this, kind of our rules for where I'm at here in Michigan is they switched things a lot. A lot of people just ran more of a stocker vehicle and a little bit of the modifications with bumpers and a little bit of welding here and there, and they kind of called it the mod class. Well, basically, I mean, the turd was still considered mod, but the way that I built it, I didn't know much when I first started, and that's the first car I built. The only thing modded on that was literally, I think, the front 12 inches. I had stuffed the frame. It had a bigger, beefier bumper, and I welded some of the side doors on, and literally that was it. It was stock. Technically, that was basically a stock car, and it's kind of what the stock cars are now since we have a new stock class. But the new style that people are doing nowadays is, I mean, the rules have changed to where before it was like firewall back, you can do anything you want, and that's kind of what the mod class was. Well, we have a new promoter, and he's actually doing the Derby icons now. His name's Jack Fritzler, which he's a really cool dude, like him. But now it's whatever you want, as long as you don't have a bumper that's got freaking spikes on it that's gonna stab somebody. You can make a pointy for this. You can customize bumper to bumper, whatever you want to do for a modified class. They don't care, as long as it has the certain safety rules that's not going to hurt you or other people. They don't care, which I'm happy about, and I'm happy that they decided to make a more stocker class so that anybody can do this, but the guys that have been doing it for years now can build a car that's going to last more than a couple of seasons. So like I was saying with my buddy, we're kind of, because this is new, there are some cars that are built crazy. If you check out All For Him Racing, it's also on YouTube, Alex has his figure eight cars. He does mostly derby and stuff, but he's getting more into the figure eight now. The figure eight car that he has, which he runs the number 4 car, his car is built basically how this one is going to be. It's built like a tank. I mean, the big rear wheel drive mod cars is basically where the front wheel drive mod is going. And my buddy has his built from last year, and he's going to do some modifications to it. But basically that's how this one's going to be. I think what's going to happen is the hood is probably going to go, because we're just running a small sheet metal over top of it that looks like a hood, so it's lighter. Fenders are going to be gone, and we're going to plate most of everything, make our own stuff. I think both doors are going to be gone, and that's also going to be plated. There's going to be keys like strung out everywhere in this, kind of like a circle track car would be. The Ascent, that's where I'm kind of having a stipulation with. I like a car, even if it can be modded up for a derby or for figure eight, sorry. I kind of want it to still look like a car, not like a tank running through the track. So I kind of wanna like cut it right here, the whole thing. Well, the trunk won't be on there, but basically there's no car from here that way. I kind of want to cut it off straight, but a buddy of mine is talking to me saying you kind of want to angle them a little bit, simply because if a car comes in, and hits you going into a corner or at a red flag or something, and if you had it cut off straight and plated, you're gonna feel every little hit, and it's gonna push you, and it'll push you into a corner if you're going around the corner. Whereas if you like slanted it, maybe not that far, but slanted the car, if they hit you, they'll ramp up on it, and it takes more of the momentum away from them. So I'm assuming within the next, I think we said by, I think by June this car will be done. But I mean, it's still here. I gotta take it to his house, but I think by June it'll be built. And I don't know, I gotta talk with him more about what our little race team, what we're doing here. I don't know how secretive we're being on this. So if I can video building it, or I can video some certain things, I'll definitely bring you guys along with it. I mean, I'd love to be able to throw a GoPro up and just have it on time lapse or fast forward it and just show you guys how we build it, but I think we're being secretive a little bit, and maybe I'll just video it anyways, and then years from now I'll post it out there. I don't know yet, but that's kind of what I'm doing with it right now. I haven't had a lot of time to work on it. I gotta clean some stuff out of it so we can work on it, but yeah, that's kind of the plan. I mean, at this point I'm not sure. I mean, I'm kind of joining a different team this year compared to where I was. I mean, I was with the Barnyard guys, and I'll still definitely help them guys out, but my different buddy of mine has really been helping me out a lot, and I'm enjoying his time and what he's teaching me, and I've been helping him with some other stuff at home at his house, so kind of just going that route. And hopefully no hard feelings with any other friends of mine racing. I'll always help anybody I can, but kind of joining a new team, and yeah. Hopefully it doesn't piss anybody off, but oh well. I mean, you learn as you go. So I guess that's the mini update on this car. I have a build plan, I have a design. I had a paint design too, but since I'm going a little more crazy with this car, I think the paint design I had is kind of going to look unfitting, because I was going to do just kind of like I hate flames with a passion. I don't like flames in any vehicle within reason. I mean, so I was kind of going to do more of like not a blood splatter, but kind of like a slime pattern kind of on everything, almost like a mud pattern, but I don't know. I get so picky when it comes to paint designs, and then eventually I just throw one together and it turns out okay. So I don't know. I'll bring you guys along if I can, and I'll give you updates on things when I can.